Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a book haul. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new books. Well, new to me books. Let's see how many of them are actually new. 1, 2, 3 are new books. The rest are all used. And I'll break down, where I got them from when we go through. The first book I hauled was The Light We Lost by Jill Santopolo, and I grabbed this at Goodwill. I was waiting for a prescription to be filled, so I just went over there to look at the books and while I waited and found this. It's from Reese's Book Club, but it's weird. I've never even heard of this book before, and it was just recently on somebody's TBR that I was watching. So it's so funny that the books come up like twice, and I found it and liked it, and then somebody had it on their TBR. Because it's not super, I think it's like 2017 or something. It's not super new. It was $4.99, but I didn't know that the yellow tags were 50% off. So I got this for like $2.50. The things that attracted me about it is that it says things like an emotional roller coaster. Here for it. Engrossing, romantic, surprising, sexy story about the power of first love. Because he was the first person to inspire her, to move her, and truly understand her. Was he meant to be the last? So it says, Lucy is faced with a life-altering choice, but before she can make her decision, she must start her story, their story, at the very beginning. Lucy and Gabe meet as seniors at Columbia University on a day that changes both of their lives forever. Together, they decide they want their lives to mean something, to matter. When they meet again a year later, it seems fated. Perhaps they'll find life's meaning in each other. But then Gabe becomes a photojournalist and assigned to the Middle East, and Lucy pursues her career in New York. What follows is a 13-year odyssey of dreams, jealousies, and ultimately love. Their journey takes Lucy and Gabe continents apart, but never out of reach of each other's hearts. And Lucy will find herself asking, was fate meant to what brought them together? Is it a choice that has kept them away? So yeah, sounds like a nice, painful read, which, I love that. Who knows, this could be in part 2 of my books that rip your heart out, which I can link above and below. If you like a good sad book, those are good to start with, and I might have a new one here on my hands. So the next, 1, 2, 3, 4 books are from Iliad, which is a really amazing used bookstore in North Hollywood. It's actually overwhelming because there's just so many rooms and so many just shelves and shelves of books. So you definitely need to spend a lot of time in there to kind of see what they have. But yeah, I was able to find 5 books in there. And the first one is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. So this was from the Book of the Month Club. So it's a nice hardback. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare on there because it is got the plastic cover on it. I know I feel like I say this every video. My kind of motto with books is borrow first and then buy if I really love it. And for the most part, I still do. But since joining Booktube, I've fallen into the habit of buying more books before I've actually read them. And this is one of them. So, yes, I just was like, oh, I knew my reaction when I saw this and I needed to get it. Yes, I really want to get to this soon. I know everybody's talking about the was Electra, I think the sequel to this. And it's just, a nice copy. It was a really nice copy. And so this was $15. So I think it is Book of the Month Club. It says on the back there. I was trying to see what anyway. This was $15. So I thought it was a pretty good deal for the quality of the actual, it's got a cool thing on the back too, for the quality of the actual copy. The next book I got was A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. And I think I've read this, but my husband has read it. My husband loves this book. I know there's a bunch of controversy about the validity and the truth behind this book. And Matt, we've just been like, whatever the truth is, it's an enjoyable read. And Matt, my husband, really likes this book. So I was on the lookout for this. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, we need to add this to our collection because he definitely would like to reread it. And this was like $4.50. So this was a good one to pick up. So if we're going to be adding to our sad book collection, there's no other answer than A Little Life, which I still have not read. It's gone on and off my TBR several times. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the author's name because that would be just really bad for me. It would not come out even remotely close to what it should be pronounced. So sorry about that. Anyway, A Little Life, notoriously sad, huge book. And I just saw it and I was like, you know what? If I have it, I'll probably be more likely to read it. Yeah, and I know I love a sad book, so I just figured it was perfect. And how much did I pay for this? $7.95. So, and this is like the copies I got were all like pretty much perfect condition. The last book I got at Iliad was Black Rabbit Hall by Eve Chase. And I have read this book. This was a 5-star read for me quite a few years ago. And I was looking through my 5-star reads fairly recently. And I was like, oh, I remember that book, but I don't remember what it was like. The details are so fuzzy. So I was like, I should reread that. And then I came across it for a really good price at Iliad. So I decided to pick it up. I got it for like, $6. And this is a really nice hardback. So yeah, I don't remember a ton about it, but I'm not going to read all of the backs to for you of all of these. That seemed a little bit boring. It was just for that one because I had never even heard of that book. All That We Lost, or The Light We Lost. But it's basically about Black Rabbit Hall is a London's family country estate, the London family's country estate. And basically back in 1968, like something happens, and then then they come back to the estate and like things are uncovered or something. I honestly, it was a 5-star read, and I really don't remember that much about it. You know how you always tell people like, oh, I wish I could read that book again, like for the first time. I feel like that's going to be an experience of this for me because I literally remember so little about it, but it was a 5-star read. So I'm going to be able to probably have that experience of reading a really, really good book that I've already read for the first time because I don't remember anything about it. The last 3 books are from Malibu Village Books, which we visited at the Malibu Country Mart, which we did not even know there was a bookstore there. Like, that is crazy that we didn't know there's a bookstore there. If you're familiar with the Malibu Country Mart, it's behind the Chase, like it's around the side. So it's foot traffic isn't like a big like area there. So I was just like looking up bookstores because we were going to be in the area the next day, and I was like, what? There's a bookstore in Malibu Country Mart? So yeah, we had to go and support them, especially with the fires. There was a news story that they've lost a lot of customers because the PCH being closed. This is very specific to LA. So, but if you're in the LA area, please go to Malibu Country Books and support them because it's a cute little bookstore. And I think it's Malibu's only independent bookstore, so we want to support them. But the first one we got was I'm Starting to Worry About This Black Box of Doom by Jason Pargman. And this was recommended to my husband by the very nice lady who was working. We were just chatting about books constantly while we were in there. He kind of like told her what kind of books that he likes, and she recommended this. So we got this. It was recommended for him, so I'm not even sure what it's about. Something about, there's a little short synopsis. I'll read it. Outside of Los Angeles, a driver pulls up to find a young woman sitting on a large black box. She offers him $20,000 cash to transport her and that box across the country to Washington, D.C. But here are the rules. He cannot look in the box. He cannot ask questions. He cannot tell anyone. They must leave immediately, and he must leave all trackable devices behind. So that's the basic premise of this book. So my husband is only a couple chapters in, but he says it's funny so far, and it's good so far. So maybe I'll read it too. The next book I got was one I have read, and it's one of my absolute all-time favorite books, and I don't have a copy of it, which is crazy. And that is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And look at that. Look at this copy. Got the sprayed edges with like keys and bird cages. So if you've read Jane Eyre, she has a famous quote about being like an ensnared bird. And so that's probably like where that was inspiration. Yeah, the whole thing has got like birds and bird cages and keys. So very inspired by parts of the book, obviously. And it's this beautiful like lilac color. So I was like, yes, I need to actually have a copy of this. My other favorite book, Persuasion, I have the like an annotated version of that. So I'm like, why did I not have Jane Eyre? So I got Jane Eyre. This was like only like $20, but it's such a cute copy. So I was like, I have to write this wrong now that I don't have Jane Eyre on my shelf. And then the last book I'm really excited about, and that is The Favorites by Lane Fargo. So this is one of those Booktube books that got to me. And I was like, okay, kind of Daisy Jones and the Six type with ice skating pair. I'm like, that's why they were comparing it to Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love everything Taylor Jenkins Reid writes. So if this was even kind of like that, I was going to like it. But then you throw in the figure skating aspect, which I love figure skating, period. So I love read anything about figure skating. So I was very excited for this. And yeah, the hype on this is real. I went in and I asked her, I was like, do you have a favorite? She's like, Dewey. And so she handed it to me. I was like so happy that I was going to get it. So yeah, it's basically like about like two figure skater couple, I think, like a figure skating set. And just a bunch of drama around them in the Olympics and other people in their orbit, I think. And it is done, I think, partially in interview style, kind of like Daisy Jones, which Daisy Jones should be read as an audiobook, and I've heard some similar things about this, so I'm not sure, but I do have the book and I bought it, so yeah. Let me know if this should 100% be read as an audiobook or not, because it's not all interview style. Like, I feel like there's way, way more in Daisy Jones and the Six. But anyway, and it says, to the world, they were a scandal, to each other, an obsession. So she's like, if you like drama, you're going to like this. I love drama in my books. Sad and dramatic is the kind of books I want to read. So I was very excited to just bite the bullet and pick this up before I've even read it. So those are all of the books of my book haul. This good mix of like brand new releases, new books, old books, books I've already read, books I haven't read. So books, a few for my husband. So I think it was a pretty good mix of books in this haul. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought. Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. We also do, besides regular videos like this, we do twice weekly productivity and reading sprints. So you can stop in there and chit chat. We have a nice little group that comes in regularly and gives recommendations and laments about books and asks how each of us is liking popular books and everything. It's a really good little group in there. So we'd love you to join. So that's all for now. Thanks. See you next time.